Jai Sri Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, the passing away of Bhīṣmadeva in the presence of Lord Sri Krishna. Here in the verse 37, it was mentioned that Bhīṣmadeva addressing to all in his last in his last times that fulfilling my vow and sacrificing his own promise, he got down from the chariot, took off its wheels, and ran towards me hurriedly, just as a lion goes to kill an elephant. He even dropped his outer garments on the way. So here Vishmadeva remembering that view, the time. It is mentioning that Sarva Nigamam Apya Mata Prati Janmam Rastam Adhikartum Bhapabhuta Rathostah Rata Ratha Charano Bhyayochan Chalat Durgur Hariri Eva Hantum Evam Gototroy Iyaha. So here the purport is the battlefield, the battle of Kurukshetra was fought on a military principle, but at the same time in a sporting spirit, like a friend fight with another friend. Duryodhana criticized Bhīṣmadeva, alleging that he was reluctant to kill Arjuna because of paternal affection. A Kshatriya cannot tolerate insult on the principle of fighting. Bhīṣmadeva therefore promised that the next day he would kill all five Pandavas with special weapons made for the purpose. Duryodhana was satisfied, and he kept the arrow with him to be delivered the next day during the fight. By tricks, Arjuna took the arrow from Duryodhana, and Bhishmadeva could understand that this was the trick of Lord Krishna. So he took a vow that the next day Krishna would have to take up weapons himself. Otherwise, his friend Arjuna would die. In the next day fighting, Bhishmadeva fought so violently that both Arjuna and Krishna were in trouble. Arjuna was almost defeated. The situation was so tense that he was about to be killed by Bhishmadeva the very next moment. At that time, Lord Sri Krishna wanted to please his devotee Bhishma by keeping Bhishma's promise, which was more important than his own. Seemingly, he broke his own promise. He promised before the beginning of the battle of Kurukshetra that he would remain without weapons and would not use his strength for allure of the parties. But to protect Arjuna, he got down from the chariot, took off the wheels of the chariot, and hurriedly rushed to Bhishmadeva in an angry mood. As a lion goes to kill an elephant, he dropped his cover's cloth on the way, and out of great anger, he did not know that he had dropped it. Bhishmadeva at once gave off his weapon and stood to be killed by Krishna, his beloved Lord. The fighting of the day was thus ended at the very moment, and Arjuna was saved. Of course, there was no possibility of Arjuna's death because the Lord himself was on the chariot. But because Bhishmadeva wanted to see Lord Sri Krishna take up some weapon to save his friend, the Lord created this situation, making Arjuna death appear imminent. He stood before Vishmadeva to show him that his promise was fulfilled and that he had taken up the wheels. So here in this verse we can clearly understand that even for a pure devotee, Lord can break his promise. Lord can break his promise to save the pure devotee. That's why we need to take care, we need to understand that we need to go through the way of self realization and fix our mind and every thought on to the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna. Then only Lord will, and then rest of the thing Lord will take care. Jai Jagannath, Jai Sri Krishna.